From Interior Alaska's most trusted news source, this is the Fbx Evening News.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, a North Pole man was killed over the weekend while working on his truck.
That's right. According to troopers, 50-year-old Vincent Haugen of North Pole was found deceased under the vehicle at his residence off of Plaque Road on Sunday. Now, authorities say the high-lift jack being used to hold up the truck malfunctioned.
The truck then rolled over Haugen, trapping him underneath the front left tire. Troopers say no foul play is suspected.
And in other news this evening, jury trial has been set for the Fairbanks man who led authorities on a chase that ended up in a 10-hour armed standoff. 38-year-old Michael Bracht, who is being held without bail, is faced with multiple felonies, including 3 counts of felony assault in the 3rd degree. Through multiple outbursts, including when he yelled, "Yeah, the A-team," and "Can I be arrested?" to his lawyers, not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf, and jury trial is scheduled to begin in December. Over 122 pages of evidence was also collected by his defense lawyers in his case. Bracht's mental health has been a subject of conversation by both his fiancée and mother, who claims he does have a history of illness. Today, his fiancée, who was a hostage in the standoff, appeared in court to support Bracht.
A Fairbanks man accused of assaulting his children with a handgun also pleaded not guilty today. 54-year-old Patrick Shipman, who is currently out on bail, is charged with felony assault and weapons misconduct. An affidavit states that Shipman assaulted his son while intoxicated, hitting him with a gun and pointing it at him with his hand on the trigger. Shipman's daughter attempted to intervene, and he then threatened her with the handgun. Trial for his case is set for December.
Not guilty pleas today for the Utah man who led North Pole police on a high-speed chase with a toddler in the vehicle that ended up with the automobile in the trees. 29-year-old Lucas Fox is facing multiple charges, including failure to stop, reckless endangerment, and driving without a license. Fox allegedly fled from an attempted stop, driving at speeds of 90 miles per hour with the 2-year-old female in the vehicle. He then drove the vehicle through a backyard where he rammed the septic tank of the home and landed in the trees. Fox then attempted to run from police on foot and was later apprehended. Court documents say Fox had an extensive criminal history in Utah and had only been in Fairbanks for a few months. Trial for his case was set for December.
Fairbanks police are searching for a suspect in an alleged weapons-related altercation that occurred Monday evening at a restaurant. According to police, the suspect was described as a 6'2" Samoan male wearing a red and white hat. He was said to be wearing baggy jeans and had a ponytail. Authorities say he and another male allegedly got into an altercation over a female, leading to the suspect brandishing a gun in the parking lot of Gallo's restaurant at approximately 7 p.m. The victim of the altercation told police the suspect pushed him to the ground and waved the pistol around. However, before authorities arrived, he fled from the scene on foot. Anyone with information on this incident can phone FPD at 450-6500.
A steam line that provides heating to much of the north side of Fort Wainwright has ruptured, leaving those areas on post with limited heating capacity. According to a release, the repairs are expected to take several weeks to complete. Nothing is without heat at this point. However, the service is presently in limited capacity. Officials with United States Army Garrison Fort Wainwright say they are working to determine the possible impacts of the ruptured steam line. They say that once those impacts are known, they will share the information with both the residents and employees of the Army installation, notify them of the situation, and outline any actions that are required.
All right, when we come back, Kinross Gold Mine makes a generous donation during today's Chamber of Commerce luncheon.
And a young boy celebrates his birthday in a unique way. We'll have those details. Stay with us. And welcome back. Kinross Gold, located 26 miles north of Fairbanks, has been a major producer of the world's gold. In addition to producing tons of gold daily, Fort Knox is also a major contributor to the community with numerous donations to charities. Today at the weekly Chamber of Commerce luncheon, officials of Kinross Gold announced that they would be donating $25,000 toward the construction of a new park for the residents of Fox. The town has not had any activities for children within the Fox area, but now through the support of Representative Tammy Wilson, local volunteers, and Kinross Gold, construction will begin next spring to provide a complex of utility fields, walking paths, and other outdoor activities.
School or parks in Fox, we've always wanted a community park, and with the help of the government, Kinross Fort Knox, and the private volunteer work of Fox, we are building a park right now. We've had a wet summer. It's been a slow process, but it will get done next year.
But we have employees out at the mine who are connected with Fox. A lot of our folks live there, do business there, and so we heard of the plan, sat down, we were excited about it, and then we started to talk specifics.
And there was one more item to be completed by Kinross Fort Knox. They presented the University of Alaska Mining and Engineering Department with a check toward what will eventually total $1 million toward research and development.
A young boy is celebrating his birthday by hosting a blood drive this week, all to say thanks to past blood donors that saved his life and to pay it forward for others in need of blood. 11-year-old Joey Strandberg suffered several illnesses early in his life, including blood clotting several years ago during a medical procedure. He says he could have died if it wasn't for the donation of 4 pints of blood from the blood bank. Joey is now healthy and celebrating his birthday by holding his second blood drive with Blood Bank of Alaska this week. The drive started yesterday and runs through this Friday. For those who want to donate blood, the drive continues from 7:30 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon tomorrow, and also 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday and Friday. The Blood Bank of Alaska manager, Felicia Rodriguez, says she's glad that Joey's hosting the drive.
I think it's a great idea, and it sounds like it was his idea for something to pay it forward because his life was saved. So he encourages other people to come in and donate to help save other people's lives as well.
I wouldn't be alive. We could save a lot of people and a few babies and stuff.
A grant from the federal government is allowing the Interior Community Health Center in Fairbanks to expand its hours. Monty Bowen has details now in this week's health report.
The Interior Community Health Center on 23rd Avenue is currently open until 7 p.m. on Mondays and closes at 5 the rest of the week. Starting in November, they'll stay open until 7 in the evening, Monday through Friday.
Our Monday evening clinic is very well utilized, and we got a lot of feedback from people saying, we really need you to be open later on in the early evening, and so we did.
A grant of over $200,000 will partly be used to hire another provider to help in the evenings.
We're doing that to provide additional access to people in the community because we know that many people work and it's difficult to get off work during the day, and we wanted to provide some additional time in the early evening so they could come in to the doctor.
Kilgore said they offer across the lifespan care.
What we have been doing in the last 3 years is we're focusing on the total individual and not just medical services, but we also have dental services and we have an integrated behavioral health department.
Last summer they were recognized as a Level 3 patient center medical home through the National Committee on Quality Assurance. The center is a safety net provider, meaning no one is turned away for not being able to pay.
We receive these funds to offer a schedule of discount or a sliding fee to people that are at or below 200% of federal poverty. And we see everyone regardless of ability to pay. We do charge people, but what they pay is based on where they fall in income and household size.
They treated over 6,000 people last year. This is Monty Bowen reporting.
The Health Report is brought to you by the Ear, Nose, and Throat Clinic, located in the Medical Dental Arts Building. Call 456-7768.
All right, Joe Cook is next with sports, and he has the new high school football polls, and some local teams have good showings in Anchorage and the lower 48.
Find out who and more next.
Joe's dancing right there.
Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with your Tuesday sports. The UAF volleyball team ran into an efficient attack from the Montana State Billings Yellow Jackets on Monday night at the Patty Center. The Nanas couldn't score over 20 points as MSUB got the sweep 25-17, 25-19, 25-19. Tough night for UAF, who had 21 errors compared to MSUB's 5. Freshman Brooke Mattias did have a game-high 12 kills, while Miranda Greaser dished out 23 assists and had 5 kills of her own. Chelsea Walter was on fire, attacking at a 78% clip with 11 kills. The Yellow Jackets attacked 43% as a team and stinged the Nooks, sending UAF to 0-11 and 0-4 in the GNAC. The Alaska cross-country teams were in Seattle for their second meet of the season on Saturday. The UAF men placed 10th out of 19 squads, and the women finished 13th out of 18 teams in the Sun Dodger Invitational Open 8K at Washington University. British Columbia University swept the event. Sophomore Mitch Burgess paced the Nooks with a time of 26 minutes, 11 seconds, good enough for 40th overall. Fellow sophomore Keegan Rankin was 47th in 26:16. Senior Kenneth Brewer was 84th, respectively. Kaylee Stryker led the women's team, getting 53rd overall in 23:32. Dorothy O'Donnell was 76th, and Cheyenne Greenside 85th for UAF. The teams will travel to Salem, Oregon for the Charles Bowles Invitational on Saturday, October 4th. Despite another successful week for the majority of interior football teams, the rankings haven't changed too much. Here are the latest ASBN football polls. Lathrop at 5-1, the Rail Belt champions are still ranked 3rd in the state. Bartlett is still undefeated, and they are number 1. South is number 2. Service is at 4, and the Wasilla Warriors, another Rail Belt team, makes an appearance at number 5. In the medium small schools poll, Eielson still holds the 2 spot. SoHi still has the number 1 rank in the poll. Ketchikan and Nikiski also remain ranked 3rd and 4th, while the SEC champion North Pole Patriots claim the 5th spot. And the interior high school flag football season enters its final 2 weeks of games in their first ever season, so each game gets more important as the final standings loom. North Pole was making their case Monday night, hosting Lathrop and trailing 6-0, but Savannah Moyson, she takes it in after the Caitlin Bartland pass 38 yards, and it's tied at 6-all. But the Patriots convert the 1-point play, and they take a 7-6 lead into halftime. Caitlin Spencer and the Lathrop offense looking to answer, but Moyson is there for the INT in the 3rd quarter. Patriots sporting their new jerseys, and they kind of look like a new team out there. Moyson extends the Patriots lead in the 3rd quarter with this 53-yard score. Had a nice run after the catch. Patriots lead 13-6. Plenty of time for Lathrop, but the offense couldn't find the end zone in the 4th quarter, and the Patriots improved to 3-3 with the win. Lathrop drops to 4-2.
Well, we've wanted this so bad. We've had a hard time getting started at away games, and we knew that we really needed to get a win under our belt. We knew we could beat Lathrop, and we're just really glad we did. This is a team effort, and we've wanted this since the first game that we lost against Lathrop, and we are really happy to be accomplishing this.
And the West Valley Wolfpack volleyball team turned some heads over the weekend. The West Spectacular, the Wolfpack beat the defending 4A champion and volleyball powerhouse South Wolverines in the semifinals after going 9-3 in pool play. West Valley fell to Diamond, another top program, in the gold bracket finals. Stella Knox earned tournament MVP honors for West Valley. And in the Valdez tournament, the Delta Junction Huskies swept Bethel to win the silver bracket after going 1-7 in pool play. North Pole, they went 1-1 in the gold bracket after going 6-2 in pool play. The host team Valdez won the tournament. And the Hamby Pool is the site of the 4th all-school swim meet of the season on Saturday night. The West Valley Wolfpack rode the wave of Angie Randall, but there were a number of close finishes. Randall won the 50 freestyle in 27.1 seconds, just out-touching Hutchinson's Elsie Evershed, whose time was 27.4. Randall ranked 13th in the state in the 100 butterfly, won that event in 1 minute, 5.2 seconds. North Pole's Jessica Williamson was right on her heels, though, at 105.7. The West Valley girls won the 200-yard freestyle relay by 4 seconds over the Patriots as well. West Valley, they will travel to Anchorage for the Bartlett Chugach Invitational this weekend. In the race before the high school cross-country region championship this weekend, runners took part in the Salcha all-schools race. The Wolfpack would take top honors as Quinn Vinlove won the boys' race and Nisa Murphy won the girls' race for West Valley. Vinlove's time was 16 minutes and 12 seconds. Teammates Colin Lease, Elliot Kennestad, and Justin Hanna all finished within 5 seconds after Vinlove. Kevin Davison of North Pole placed 5th for the Pats. Murphy came in at 19 minutes, .2 for the ladies. Delta's Victoria Jocelyn was a runner-up in 19:58.7. West Valley's Bailey Rowe, North Pole's Kaylee Falks, and Faith Winman of the Wolfpack were the girls' top 5 runners. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.
Hey everyone, welcome back into the Fbx Evening News. Mike Schultz with you once again talking about the weather. And we had some reports today of some light snow falling here and there, but like I said, not any accumulation anywhere to so to speak of. Maybe at the higher elevations we might have had some, but here in town, not a whole lot at all. And it's moving out of the picture, and we're looking at temperatures once again rebounding, and even a nice weekend setting up. We'll tell you about that in just a little bit. Our photograph night, little animal shot here with a couple of moose, actually 3 moose. There's one over here, the court over my shoulder, and then there's 2 here. Nice shot captured by Jimbo, And we'll just call this a family of moose for obvious reasons. And as always, if you have a photograph to share, by all means, send it to photos@ktvf11.com. We'll share it with the rest of the audience. Here's your numbers out at the airport. 43 the high today. The low last night, a chilly 29-degree reading. Record high in 1940, 72, but look at that low in 1992. 7 degrees, single digits, wow. Sunrise this morning, 7:41. Sunsets this evening, 7:45, giving us 12 hours, 4 minutes of daylight. That's a loss of 6 minutes from yesterday, and the barometer rising as you would expect. Here's what's going on with our shaky satellite and radar, but you can see, again, the movement of the boundary that we were talking about yesterday is moving through the Fairbanks area, and behind it, clearing skies and colder temperatures. The colder air is coming in behind it, but no more precipitation expected, and this is going to be the trend into the weekend the way it looks right now. Elsewhere across the rest of the state, over southeast Alaska, partly cloudy to cloudy skies, 61 degrees at Ketchikan. Over the south central regions, Anchorage at 56, sunshine there, 55 at Kodiak, Cold Bay 54. A little rain falling over the southwest part of the state in association with that trough. And then some snow shower activity around the Barrow area, 33 degrees and 45 at Fort Yukon. Lower 48 weather starting off with the Pacific Northwest. We'll see temperatures have cooled down considerably what they were earlier this week. 66 degrees at Seattle, 68 at Portland, rain shower activity there. Elsewhere across the eastern half of the country, temperatures very comfortable. 78 degrees in Nashville, Washington, D.C., some showers, but 75 degrees. New York at 73. Lower 48 to the east and southeast, we're looking at showers around the Charlotte area. 85 degrees in New Orleans, Dallas 84, so not really too hot or humid. All in all, not too bad of weather. And out to the southwest, temperatures once again cooking at 102 degrees at Phoenix, Las Vegas 96, Los Angeles 84, and San Francisco 77. Our latest satellite and radar is showing a little bit of shower activity moving across the Central Plains, but that is even fizzling out. A little bit of activity across the Kansas area, right on down in northern sections of Oklahoma, and that's not really too bad. A new system moving ashore in the Pacific Northwest, bringing the showers we saw earlier on the map showing Portland and Seattle. Now, the good news is, even though there's a high wildfire danger, there is rain approaching from the northwest. Hopefully, it'll get into the fire near the Tahoe area and help to put things down. But right now, relative humidity only 15%, so it's pretty dry, not too good. The overall outlook for later on this week for the jet stream is calling for cooler weather to move in, so that'll help them get a hold on that fire. And the cool temperatures will continue over the northwest part of the country. They're very pleasant across the eastern half, and then maybe some scattered showers up and down the eastern seaboard. Well, back to Alaska for tomorrow. The northern sections, rain and snow expected at Barrow. Cloudy skies in Nome, partly cloudy for Fort Yukon, 33 degrees at Barrow. Here in the interior, we'll be looking at, for the most part, more sunshine and slowly warming at Fairbanks and Delta. Still some clouds hanging around the Healy area. Over southeast Alaska, it looks like cloudy skies in Juneau with rain developing in the Ketchikan area. And over the southwest, for the most part, partly cloudy skies at Cold Bay, cloudy in Bethel, with sunny skies expected at Kodiak. And to the south central regions, we're looking at little wind at Valdez, otherwise sunny skies in Homer and Anchorage. Okay, time once again for our kids' weather. This week we're talking with the kids from Barnett Magnet School. And tonight, here's a young man with a picture to share with us.
Hello, my name is Maverick. I am in Miss Cassidy's 4th grade class, and I'm going to tell about my picture. As you can see, I have a little car, a light, some rain, and some dark gray clouds.
And that's Maverick from Barnett Magnet. And again, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our kids' weather. And tomorrow night, a young man will be here with an interesting question for me. Here's your forecast for the night. Cooling down. Decreasing clouds, considerably cooler. 27 for the overnight low. Tomorrow's forecast, a little bit of a rebound there. 46 for the high, mostly sunny skies. And temperatures will continue to climb into the weekend. 50 degrees right on around Friday and Saturday. A little bit cooler on Sunday and Monday, not too bad. The precipitation is not expected at all over the weekend. Looks pretty good. Overnight lows will still be kind of chilly, though. Looking at overnight lows right around below freezing, 30 degrees. But all in all, it could have been a lot worse. And all in all, no snow to talk about, so things are looking pretty good.
I don't know. I saw a lot of photos of snow flying today. Maybe not accumulating, but...
Yeah. So we said last night, we said it wouldn't be accumulating, but there would be some snow in the air, and it was there. Did you see any, Daryl?
No.
Oh.
But I was in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, just photos about, or kind of making their way.
There was some mixed in with the rain. I noticed that, yeah.
All right, thanks, Mike. Now we'll wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We are glad you could join us.
Tonight on NBC Nightly News, Prime Minister David Cameron will speak out about the airstrikes. That's next with Brian Williams.
And a reminder, join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webcenter11.com.
Okay, from all of us here at the News Center, have a great night.
Good night.